Hi, everyone. Welcome to day 51 of Isolate, Meditate, Create. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Jessica Lynn Johnson. I am the founder and CEO of Soaring Solo. And Soaring Solo is a company dedicated to the direction and development of one-person plays. So this experience is intended to just continue to connect us to one another in creative community and also just to ourselves and our own sense of creative expression and help us process everything that is going on in our crazy world right now. Please make sure that you have something nearby you to write with and write on. As soon as we're done meditating, we're going to jump into writing. So please find a comfortable seated position. And we're going to start with just slowing everything down, closing our eyes. Just focus on your breath. Feel free to audibly exhale if you need to. Just releasing whatever it is that you need to let go of in this moment, any tension or stress. Notice any racing thoughts or thoughts circling around in your mind. Notice them, but just let them float on through. Let them pass by. And just allow your mind to clear, to become a blank slate. And just imagine that every breath in is filling your body with warm, nourishing light. And just do a body scan from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. Notice where you might be carrying any tension or discomfort or even pain. And just breathe deeply into those places. And just continue to relax and release, allowing your shoulders to drop and your facial muscles to relax, your hands to open and soften. Just every inch of you melting further into the ground or the chair beneath you. And just feel the support of the ground or the chair beneath you, holding you up, supporting you. Feel the support of everyone on this Zoom call right now, holding space for you, for your creative expression. Feel my support, making this space for your creative expression, and most importantly, feel your own support, allowing this time each morning for your self-care and your self-expression. And just imagine that on every in-breath, you are breathing in those things that you need right now, that you need to fill your cup, to bring you joy, patience and kindness, acceptance, generosity, abundance, love, humor, optimism, faith and hope, whatever it is that you need to breathe in right now. And just imagining that on your out breath, you are releasing those things that bring you down, block you, steal your joy. Releasing judgment, pessimism, impatience, scarcity, whatever it is, just let those things go. Just continuing to let your breath reflect this cycle of breathing in what serves you and exhaling what does not. Now imagine that your breath is transforming, and on your out breath, you are able to return to the world whatever it is you have to give, your own sense of generosity or abundance, kindness, patience, love, acceptance, optimism, whatever you can share back with the world. Allow your out breath to reflect that, so that your breath becomes a cycle of giving and receiving, giving and receiving. And in the next few moments, I'm going to guide you through visualization. And I just ask that you trust whatever comes up for you. Try not to censor it or make sense of it or judge it. Just know you don't have to share whatever comes up for you unless you choose to. So be very free in this experience. Let your intuition guide you. I want you to imagine yourself, you're standing outside on a beautiful day and you're holding a balloon in your hand. And as you look up at this balloon represents a dream of yours that you haven't quite let lift off yet. You haven't quite allowed to just be taken up into the ethers and turn into something real, to float away and land where it's supposed to land. Just let that balloon represent some dream that you're holding on to and you're not really letting it lift off and take shape. What is that dream for you? What is that dream that you're too scared to surrender and let lift off? Could be in your career, your personal relationships, your personal goals for your life. Might be a dream for the world. What is this dream? Maybe you've not even expressed it to anyone, and barely admit it to yourself. Or maybe you talk about it a lot, but you haven't let yourself really surrender it. And as you identify this dream, what do you think it is about this dream that scares you to really let it go and let it start to take shape? Is there limiting thinking around it, limiting beliefs, fears? What is it that has you grasping so tightly to it? And what would it look like to let this dream go, to let this dream be surrendered and to actually start to take shape? What would that look like? What would it require of you? Are there action steps you need to take? Are there things that you need to address that you believe in that are not serving you? Are there conversations you need to have? Space in your life that needs to be made? What is it? What is it that's standing in the way of you surrendering this dream and letting it take shape? And just imagine yourself taking some of these action steps to surrender this dream, to allow it to start to float away, maybe land where real things can begin to happen for you, where it can begin to manifest and be seen by others. Or maybe you don't try and control it so much as you let it go and see how the universe might take care of you in this endeavor. Just imagine yourself doing those things, saying those things, allowing those things to take shape. And just really see this balloon, letting it go, letting it drift away, and just trusting in the process of your dream being taken care of, that in the act of surrendering it, you're going to allow it to take shape. Just imagine doing that. And how can you now go about your life trusting that you're releasing this dream, you're allowing it to take place? How can you move forward, not grasping it so tightly? What does releasing it allow you to feel and do in your life that maybe you were stunted or stopped by in the past? And just be in this metaphor for a little longer, seeing if there's any other insights, any other points of imagination or fantasy you want to take in. Just be in this reflection for another moment. And taking another deep breath in. And on your exhale, just slowly coming back to this moment, opening your eyes. And please reach for whatever it is you have to write with and write on. I'm going to set my clock for 8 minutes. And I just want you to write about whatever came up for you. Maybe you could write the fantasy of your dream being realized. You could write about the things that are blocking you from really stepping into that dream or releasing it and surrendering it. Maybe you could write about the action steps necessary to allow it to manifest. Poetry, song lyrics, first person monologue, whatever comes up for you. I'll let you know when your time is up. And if you have questions for me, please put them in the chat. And just about 4 minutes left. 4 minutes. And just under a minute left. Okay, please wrap up your writing. And as I always say, if you have it written in a journal or scrap paper, I would encourage you to transcribe it into a document on your computer so it saves somewhere safe. And especially if you've been doing the last 51 days of this experience and really want to have a nice thing to reflect on after this is all done, I would say just, yeah, put it in a nice document, a master document where it's all taking shape together. Set aside time to read through all of it and reflect on it. Ask yourself if there's any common themes or characters or a prominent dramatic question that arises. You might even start to see the arc and the shape of your story. And whether it's this piece today or other pieces you've created, I think it's a great idea to be witnessed in your creativity and share what you've written with other people. So definitely find that safe and supportive person that you can share your writing with. And I always think it's a good idea to just ask them what they vibed with, what was working, what praises they have, as well as what questions they have if there was any confusion or something that wasn't clear. And if you missed any of the last 51 days of this experience and you want to catch up, you can go to my jam-packed YouTube channel now, because I have so many videos on there because of this, which is Jessica Lynn Johnson, Soaring Solo Artist, LLC. That's on YouTube. You can just find me there. And I've got bonus videos, all kinds of bonus videos about solo theater as well. And yeah, we've got a lot of great events coming up. This is a busy weekend. So to begin with, I have my free class is scheduled, what did I say? Oh yeah, May 16th and May 30th. So those are Saturdays, 10 a.m., all on Zoom. RSVP at jessicalynjohnson.com. You don't have to have anything prepared. I will guide you through another writing prompt. But you can bring prepared work, and if there is time, I see as many people as I can. And then this Saturday is also the sixth installment of my webinar series. I am bringing Heather Dowling back. We had a really great, she kicked off the whole series with me, 6 weeks ago, and we had a lot more questions, a lot more things we wanted to talk about. So this time we're going to focus on how to handle controversy, character creation, and crowdfunding as a solo artist. So we've got a lot of pearls of wisdom. Heather, feel free to put stuff in the chat if you'd like to about that. I know you were on this call. And that's happening from noon to 2 Pacific time on Saturday with a suggested donation of $30, but pay what you can is totally fine. Just RSVP by emailing me at soaringsoloartist@gmail.com. And let's see. And then my open mic specifically just for solo artists is also happening on Zoom, and that's happening this Friday night, 6 p.m. Pacific time, $5 donation to attend that. And it will just be first come, first serve in terms of the lineup. And I have curated a handful of solo artists who are pre-selected throughout the night as well, but there will be still many slots to jump in and perform. And you don't have to be memorized, but you can be if you want. And so that's pretty much it. If you're interested in working with me outside of this in a more professional capacity, email me for my different rates, availability, and offerings. And other than that, I will look forward to seeing you all tomorrow for day 52 of Isolate, Meditate, Create. Same time, same place. All right, thank you so much. Bye, everyone. And I'll leave the chat up for a second in case you want to jot down any of the details.